Jai Mother, Charanam Sharanam Ramambike, Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. At the feet of Divine Mother Sree Rama Devi by Mrs. T.N.K Nair, The Divine Ministry, audiobook, Part-5C. I remember a most memorable day for our family, the morning when Mother granted Atmopadesha to my aged mother and elder sister. My mother was a noble soul who had gone through life bearing calamities with fortitude. She suffered the tragic loss of her sons, and with quiet courage she hid from the world's gaze her sorrowing heart. Faith in God was inborn in her. Well versed in scriptures, her daily life was disciplined with prayers, study, and japa. Acts of charity were part of her nature, and she had great affection and solicitude for whomever approached her. A year earlier, during the first visit of Mother to our home, great devotion to Mother possessed her, and peace pervaded her heart from then onwards. Mother always showered great tenderness and love on her, and during this visit, even in the midst of her busy programs, Mother would unexpectedly go to her room, lovingly caress her with words of assurance that she was always in Mother's loving embrace. Unimaginable indeed to human beings are the nature and expressions of godly love and mercy. When we, her children, were called to my mother's room by Divine Mother after initiation, we found my mother seated on her cot, overcome by the profound experience of the initiation. The radiant glow of an inner awakening lingered on her face. Mother stood near, the greatness of the Guru evident in the splendor of her being. Divine Mother commanded us to prostrate before our Mother to receive her blessing. Then Mother spoke. Your mother and sister are blessed indeed, for in spite of the trials they had to endure in life, they have not lost their faith in God. Today, your mother has been blessed with initiation. Old age and ill health prevent her from doing the disciplines of sadhana. But there is no need for despondency, for Mother will take care of her. From now on, divine influence will pervade her being. Faith in the Guru's word alone is needed. Assured is her redemption, and Guru's grace will protect her as the Vajra Panjaram. You, her children, should serve her with devotion, seeing only the divine in her. Bow down to her in love and respect. When you fulfill your duty, your dharma, you become the recipients of divine grace. Dharma is the backbone of a spiritual life. Loyalty and devotion to your parents are great facets of dharma. Dharma should be the touchstone of your lives. Seeing your lives, others should be inspired. Mother was in an exalted bhava, and our hearts were filled with gratitude. My mother, after years of sorrow and grief, had attained the bounty of her blessings. My mother lived for many more years. Fate still had sorrow in store for her, but it did not touch her. The peace, solace, and inner strength bestowed my mother abided with her till the end. What need have we of the so called miracles when we have seen the resuscitation of so many sorrowful lives, their wounds healed, and raised to the realms of spiritual illumination? Hundreds of such lives have I seen uplifted and illumined by the mercy of the Mother. Indeed, those lives are the living testimony to the plenitude of her mercy. In the annals of Mother's magnificent life, her visit to Bhadrakali temple of Trichur stands apart as one of the greatest revelations of her divinity. The Paramekav temple of Bhadrakali is one of the oldest and most renowned shrines in Kerala. It is one among the 108 ancient temples of Devi in India. Trichur is famous for its temples. Devotion to God formed the background of the people there, most of whom were well versed in scriptural texts as well as in secular knowledge. Rich in ancient spiritual traditions, the temple was a stronghold of Orthodox religion, strictly and scrupulously maintained by the temple authorities. It is situated in the center of the town, behind the well known stately temple of Shiva. It was from this Kali temple that the famous yearly festival Puram starts, attracting thousands of pilgrims every year. This historical temple forms the nucleus of the worship of a great community of Hindus. The goddess installed here from time immemorial is Bhadragali in her most awesome aspect. From ancient times, this Kali has been the chosen deity of many of the prominent families of Trichur. It is not wrong to say that the activities of these families revolved around the temple with vows, invocations, and offerings. The ritualistic pujas are handed down to specially authorized and learned Nambudris who have to lead austere lives with prescribed vows and penances. They alone can enter the sacred shrine. No one can enter the sanctum sanctorum or break these age long rules and disciplines. Ancient laws are many of the great powers manifested by the terrible Kali of Paramekau. It was to this stronghold of Mahakali that Mother was invited by the temple authorities. It is of great importance to note here that during those 12 days of Mother's visit to Trichur, Mother was more or less absorbed in the ecstatic bhavas of Sri Krishna and at times in the prema bhava of Sri Chaitanya. With rainbow hued celestial beauty, these bhavas manifested in Mother. So it was astonishing that a great Devi bhava surfaced in the Kali temple. The explanation may be that she always remained the central unchanging reality, the primordial power from whom these bhavas emanated. Before the immensity of these bhavas, worldly minds were turned towards God, and His greatness and glory were glimpsed by them. Charanam Sharanam Ramambike Charanam Sharanam Trayambage Charanam Sharanam Ramambike Charanam Sharanam Trayambage Charanam Sharanam Ramambike Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. Jai Mata.